You're listening to the Manage My Home podcast, the podcast for property owners who would like help with their rental properties. This show is based on the RPM WV Phoenix team's experience in leasing and managing homes and will give you useful advice and tips to succeed with your rental property. And now, from Phoenix, Arizona, here is Lisa from RPM WV Phoenix.
Hi, and thank you for joining me. This is Lisa with Manage My Home. Today we are going to be looking at the rental statistics in Avondale, and more specifically the Crystal Gardens subdivision. The Avondale area that we're looking at as a whole is the 85392 zip code. And you can see here on this map that that area is going to be east of Dysart. It's going to be south of Indian School, west of 99th Avenue, and north of the Papago Freeway, the I-10. And what we're doing is we're going to compare this area as a whole to Crystal Gardens, which you can see is this little area right here. So this is going to be north of McDowell, south of Thomas, and then kind of in between this Avondale Boulevard and the 107th Avenue border here. So, and Avondale pretty much is split by this I-10. So you have the 85392 zip code, which is north of the 10, and then the 85323 zip code, which is actually going to be south of the 10, so down this way. And all of the numbers that we used for our information came from the MLS, the multiple listing systems. And we are going to look at 2015 until present, basically. And both of them had a strong increase in rent. The 85392 zip code increased about 19%. Crystal Gardens went up 26%, which is a pretty big increase. But interestingly, the days on market for Crystal Gardens is a little bit higher than what we saw for 85392 in general. Another thing that's important to kind of notice here with this I-10, and again, this is the Crystal Gardens area, which is within this 85392 area. So typically properties to the north of the I-10 are going to rent for more rent, and they're going to rent faster than homes to the south of the I-10. And then we finished off our blog this week with just some interesting statistics about the Avondale area in its whole. And you can view this information on our website at rpmwvphx.com. And our question today is coming from the Northwest out of Washington. One of our listeners wrote in asking in reference to the military clause. Tenant is getting deployed and put in the notice, advise the owner of the deployment on the 5th of August, and says they're going to be out at the end of August. And the owner's question was, is that right? Do they have to provide anything further? So actually, according to the military regulations on this, the SCRA, the tenant has to provide a full 30 days notice. So if they got notice on August 5th, they would be providing 30-day notice to vacate the end of September. And they do owe you August as well as September rent. Now, unfortunately, a lot of times the tenants will not follow that procedure, and they will just vacate in August and not pay. But the homeowner is due the full funds for August as well as the full funds for September. So thank you for calling in, and thank you for listening. And if you have any other questions, please email us at info@rpmwvphx.com, and we will answer your question next month.